Hello everybody, today I just finished Metroid Prime 4 finally. So I finished the game and the footage that you're going to see from the game now is going to be only from the desert area and it's gonna have also a boss in that place. If you don't want to see anything of that, you can just put the video on the background because everything is just crystal farming and at some point there is a really long boring boss that I played terribly. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna get bored watching it anyway, but that's the footage I have today for this in order to not show any spoilers. So let's start with the game. I'm gonna start with the good parts because this game it feels like a mismatch. It feels like it's made by someone that is bipolar or something because there are so many incredible good things in the game. And then there are just some things that drive you crazy. It's like, how can this be from the same game? Did they reuse some stuff because they thought they were good, like concepts or something from the previous development, from Bandai? I don't know what they did. Whatever they did, this game, to me, as a fan of Metroid, and if you know anything about my collection, the games that I play, I love Metroidvania. And I was really excited for this game. Now I'm gonna say that the ending was trash. The ending made me feel like I wasted my time playing this game because I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but that was really frustrating. Like I will just leave it at that. Whenever you go to the ending, you can tell me I'm an idiot or whatever, but that is how it felt to me. Like it was really annoying. Alright, moving forward from this, let's talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is amazing when it comes to shooting things. But I have to also mention that even though the gameplay is amazing and it feels great, and fighting the bosses that it feels like solving a puzzle feels great, it feels like the new things that you get are more of a gimmick. And because of the way that they have been made, these psychic powers, it feels like that they are not really well made. Many times fighting bosses, I specifically remember a boss that you fight when you run out of the worst area of the game, in my opinion, which is the Vault Forge. That area was just very boring, but that boss on that area, you had to use some of your psychic powers, and it was getting buggy. Things that supposed to hit didn't hit, even if you used the lock mechanism. So even though there was a 2 GB patch, it feels like there are still bugs. And if you noticed anything before this game released, there were a lot of talks of talking like, why did they delay this? I can't even imagine how many bugs they had to solve to get this game out. Because the unfortunate thing is when you have a game that uses this kind of things like physics and stuff like this, it can be hard to have it completely perfect. But I had several bugs myself, specifically with the psychic powers. I don't know why I say physic powers. With the psychic powers, and a lot of the time with camera. So on some bosses, the camera goes very fast, and when you're turning into the morph ball to evade some stuff, I don't know if that was a mistake to do, but when I do it, many times the camera, if the boss was moving around, your camera is getting all crazy. So that was maybe just a weird bug of the perspective of the camera and the boss moving too fast. But yeah, I experienced that. Now, outside of those things, again, let's go to the good parts because I said that we're gonna talk about the good parts, but emotionally, I'm still in hell after that ending. So I hope you can understand that I'm a bit all over the place. So, continuing about the good things, the graphics, anything that has to do with art style in this game is on its peak. Like, you cannot convince me that this is not the best, not Nintendo games looked, but Metroid ever looked. Like, insanely well done art style, so beautiful. I'm all over the moon. Like that part of the game and the bosses and the soundtrack of the bosses. My God, I keep listening to the final boss soundtrack and I'm bobbing my head. Yeah, this is so freaking cool because it is. And I'm so happy that this game came out just for these music tracks. So, with that being said, a lot of other parts of the game, as I said, it feels like this game is bipolar. So, this is amazing, right? This is fantastic, right? But when it comes to areas, actually, there is a lot of areas that feel like nothing is really happening. You're just roaming around, scanning, and nothing is really happening. And I'm not expecting all the time to be crazy things going on, but what I want to experience is, especially after playing like games, my favorite games in the franchise, to have an idea, is Metroid Fusion and Metroid Dread. Because you truly have this sense of fear, like you could actually lose. In this game, the only times I got the feeling of I'm gonna lose was on the final boss and on the mines area. The mines area was my favorite. It was incredible. Everything came so well together. Even the annoying fanboy characters, for some, I don't think they were that dreadful. I was way too much worried about them. But it turns out the actual problems of the game have nothing to do with those characters. Somewhat. I'm not gonna say anything else. But yes, like overall, the problems of the game, they don't really have to do anything with, if you play the game, it's not about them. Maybe you're gonna have a problem with them, but as you progress the game and you be honest with it, you will see that that is not really the actual problem. So moving forward from that, um, there are a lot of areas in the game that feel also incredible. Like that area that I said, also the first area of the game. It's an amazing introduction to the game when you go to that place with the plants. Fury something. But the problem, again, after you finish that area and you go out and then you experience what you see here with the desert, start like running around to get crystals, you have to get the crystals. Like this is something that you will kind of have to do. Man, like I just feel that I wasted so much time in this area. It feels a lot like padding, and it feels like the concept, the idea was not terribly wrong, but if you actually play the game, this is terrible. So for me, it feels like a big waste of time. I spend more like 3 or 4 hours in this desert going around to break the crystals and also traversing, because usually Metroid games, this is nothing new, this is not a spoiler. You beat a boss, you get the power, blah blah blah, right? In this game, that doesn't exactly happen like that. Sometimes you get physic powers, psychic powers, sometimes you get other stuff from bosses, but then you get these upgrades for your missiles, and then you have to run back to base. And running back to base is not as bad enough as having the guy literally overtake every time you go out. It tries to talk to you, overtakes the map, and tell you go here now, and you're like, what is going on? But even the insult to this is that not only like it feels like the game is trying to make you feel like you're dumb, but even if you're doing the thing that they're saying, like I was collecting crystals, maybe you already saw it in the video. I was collecting crystals, and the dude will just come out and say, no, 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 do this. Or like, what are you doing? Go collect crystals. And I'm collecting crystals. So that feels incredibly disconnected. And I don't know why it feels like that, but it feels like this, the people that made the dungeons, they didn't make this. they didn't have in mind this open area that this is going to exist. So that is why I feel so weird about this. Maybe this was the last thing that they wanted to do, and they, instead of like connecting all the areas together like in other games, they had to make it like this. Personally, I loved way more using something like on Metroid Prime 3 that you were using your spaceship. I love that way more, even if it was with a stupid Wiimote, over this empty desert that you collect crystals and you have annoying things flying over. You're trying to collect the crystals and they're trying to kill you, and they never really get quite there to kill you. Like, I have never died from these things, but if you're trying to focus on collecting the crystals, you not only you're bored from the crystals, but you also have the other thing on top of you trying to make you feel like uh, hey, like someone just trying to play a prank on you or something. It feels so weird. So I mostly speak about the bad parts a lot because those were the things that made me, like want to start hitting my head against the wall. Like, how is this possible? Why is this the way it is? I don't care if I get one view from someone just like watching this video, but it truly, like, to me, this game meant a lot. Like, I wanted this to be like the best Metroid game ever, but it definitely isn't. Like, I see a lot of people trying to gas up everything or try like to um more like try to make it not seem as bad. And I agree that the characters actually they talk, it's not the worst part of the game for sure. Like, if you play the game more than 2 hours, you know that Miles is by far not even close to the worst thing that you deal with this game. And those scenes come and go, it's nothing. But the actual gameplay parts that feeling very frustrating is the problem. So yeah, for me, it feels like, was this game worth the wait? I'm gonna say just for the soundtrack and the bosses fights, yes, it was worth the wait. But the reason I'm so critical, it is not because I want to hate the game, it is not because it's popular these days to hate Nintendo games, but it is because I was actually expecting more of this. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people that did these reviews, they were actually people that were playing these games, but I don't think they even like played a lot of the other Metroid Prime games, or like it was so long ago that they didn't really care. It was not like, I don't think even one review that I saw was from someone that was like super into Metroid, and you could tell from the writing that they will talk about all these things that they didn't evolve as a game, but they stuck to, oh yeah, the characters are annoying, haha. Like, okay, like that was for me the worst, because I, going into the game, I was expecting that you're gonna deal with these characters that are gonna piss you off all the time, but it really was not like that at all. Like, even Miles, that he seems like so annoying, it was not like that. It was annoying going to Miles. It was not annoying hearing 2 seconds of a stupid joke. It was annoying going to him right after you beat the boss, or him interrupting you and telling you go here, or like anything. Like, especially the worst is not even just like telling you with hint. It's not even hint. It's like complete map overtake. Press minus button right now so I can show you how to come to base after every time that you know where the base is, bro. Like, I played the game for 10 hours. I don't know where the base is. Do you have to overtake the map to do this? It's like, these parts are the ones that drive me crazy and drive me nuts. And I don't know how someone thought that this was, yeah, this is okay. Like, just put it in. Was it me trying to beat the game fast? I don't think I even did that. I'm pretty sure a lot other people have finished this game way faster than me, and I finished this game because I had other stuff to do. I finished this game after like 3 days. Pretty sure someone very dedicated could have finished it in 1 or 2 days. For me, it took 3 days because I was not super dedicated to it because of some of the annoying problems in this game. But even though a lot of the stuff did not happen as I wanted, I still think if you are a Metroid fan or if you're a Metroidvania fan, probably you should play this. Maybe you should get it on a sale now. That's actually funny because how you even gonna get Nintendo game on a sale? But let's just say that happens. Yeah, you should get it at that time. If you're just curious to see about this game, because I just think that the ideas are not too bad, but a lot of other stuff feel like that just not really moving the genre forward. They don't really feel like, oh yeah, like this is why we are playing these games or something like that. I don't know. An empty feeling. Is it because the ending was so bad that I'm still pissed? Quite possibly. Maybe like a year later, if I ever revisit this game, because I actually have like no desire to revisit this game outside of playing the first area and the mines area. Oh man, like why couldn't the whole game be the mines area? If that was the case, I will be deep throating this game and this microphone, and you will just hearing those sounds the whole time. But because it's not, you are hearing my bitching about this game. So yeah, those are off of the cuff thoughts. Nothing is really written down before that. This is just emotions after I just finished the game. Because the moment I finished this game, I wanted to let it out. It was eating me alive. I stopped doing actual stuff to do this. So yeah, I don't know how many people are gonna see this. Maybe they're gonna think I'm stupid or hater or whatever. I don't really care, but those are my opinions. As always, I want this to be a discussion. Even though you just hear my opinion, I want to hear your opinion. So with that being said, please let me know if you finished like the video. Just let me know in the comments. What do you think about this game? Did you finish it? Where are you in the game? Are you still feeling excited? Am I just a bitter beats and I just complain all the time? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, like a lot of the stuff feel kind of empty. Oh, I don't know how I forgot to talk about this, but the only positive thing about this desert was actually the puzzles that you go to do in the desert. There are a lot of shrines kind of things as you explore. That was the best part of the desert. That was the best part of the desert. But once you have fully explored and all you do is just running around collecting the rest of the crystals you missed, it is literally hell on earth. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.